Hello, everyone. Welcome to our practice today to balance Kapha Dosha. So what you're going to need for practice is something to roll your feet out with and 2 blocks. If you have 2 blocks, something to sit on as well, if you have something to sit on. We're going to start in seated. So take a moment to find a comfortable seat. Take a few moments here. 3 cleansing breaths. So inhale through the nose, breathe it out, let it go. Let it go. Gently closing your eyes, start to draw your awareness introspectively into your body. Coming into radiant 3-dimensional breath. So as you inhale, feeling the body in all directions. As you exhale, everything draws back into center. Inhaling to expand, exhaling as you come back through center. And then start to connect with the elements associated with Kapha. Water and earth. Take a moment to feel the earth beneath you. Really allow your body to sink and settle into it. And feel the earth within you. The rooting, grounding heaviness. Your adipose tissue, your bones, your muscle. Knowing how important earth is to sustain us, to build our ojas, our sweet nectar, to support us, to help us grow and build. Give us strength. And then start to bring your awareness into the water element. Maybe noticing inside the mouth, feeling your saliva. Maybe there's a dewiness on your skin. Maybe you can feel your synovial fluid or your blood. This is all about cohesion. Joining together, becoming fluid. And to balance our Kapha Dosha, we are going to invite a little of the opposite into practice. So first starting by honoring these elements and then inviting in a little bit of ether, space, air, movement, and fire, heat. So let's first start by drawing one ear to the shoulder, all the way down towards the chest and to the other side. Nice, slow, rhythmic movement. And then if it feels okay, move in a full circle. And then in the opposite direction. And then making your way through center. I'm going to root one hand down. Inhale to extend, exhale to reach it over. Inhale to open and look up towards the ceiling, and then exhale one more time. Inhale, come all the way back through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to open, looking up, and then exhale to reach. This time as you inhale, come all the way back through center, soften your shoulders, little twist. And exhale back through center. Sorry, inhale back through center and exhale to twist in the opposite direction. Inhale through center. We're going to invite a little bit of movement into the shoulders. Right, the seat of Kapha is in our lungs, our heart, upper stomach. And then start to explore some lateral movements from side to side. Moving with your breath. And then let's start that into some full circles into the hips and pelvis. Connecting movement with breath, and let's make a few in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Come back through center. Inhale to open the arms out. As you exhale, turn the thumbs down. I'm just going to give a little adjustment here. There. Beautiful. Inhale to open. Exhale down. Moving with your breath. The next time you come down, clasp your hands behind your back. Shine your heart forward. A nice full breath there. And then let's slowly release that. We're going to make our way to hands and knees. So take your time. Moving props out of the way a little bit. So coming into table, I better take my slippers off too. Coming into tabletop. And then take a moment here, give a little wiggle into the hips. Start to move the head from side to side, hips from side to side. And let's come into some full circles with the hips. And then try to let that movement come through the thoracic spine as well. And let's move in the opposite direction. Great time to practice for Kapha is first thing in the morning or at this time in the afternoon. And then let's start to move through cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale, press into the earth, arching through your spine. And a beautiful exploration for you is to see what yoga practice you felt the best in, the most balanced after. We're going to walk the hands forward, keep the hips nice and high, and then melt down into puppy pose. Try to soften into the shoulders. On your next inhale, come up into tabletop. From here, curl your toes under. We're going to move through some spinal waves. Hips are moving towards the heels. Extend your hands forward. Press into the earth and unfurl your body. Exhale to press all the way back. So moving with your breath. Press into the earth to bring yourself back. Roll through your spine. Connecting movement with breath. The next time you press back, we're going to come right into downward facing dog. Try to soften your shoulders here, creating a nice long spine. And then you can come into a little bit of movement. So gently pedaling one leg and the other. Rock up onto the toes. A little movement through the head and neck. You're going to move into a bear flow to bring up the heat. Inhale, come forward into plank. Notice if you're dumping, try to keep nice and active. And then lower down onto your knees. From here, curl and back up into downward facing dog. So you can do it that way, or you can come forward and hover and then press back. So just noticing what one feels better in your body. Moving with your breath. And then we'll eventually lower after a few rounds of that, bringing the heat up a bit. Lower to your knees, bring your hips all the way to your heels, coming into child's pose. I have both cats that want to yoga today. Nice, slow, steady breath here. And then walk your hands to one side. Take a nice full breath into your side body. Back through center to the other side. Back through center, come back up into tabletop. We're going to come into spinal balance. So right leg extends out, left arm forward. Pausing here. Hips are facing the earth. And then we're going to draw elbow in towards the leg, extend out. So move with your breath, little crunch here. Option to also come onto your fist if you prefer. Exhale as you bring it in. And then lower your hand down. Leg is still extended. We're going to bring that leg over, little tap, lift it up, over, tap. So getting into the glutes here. The next time you bring it over, lower down, soften. I like to stay on the tops of my toes and do a little rocking. And then come back up through center. From there, we're going to root down through the right side and open the left arm up. Beautiful, coming into modified side plank. Take that top arm, coming into some circles. All the way down. Back up. Nice, slow, rhythmic movement with your breath. The next time you come up, you can extend that top leg. Pause here. Option to stay here or grab onto your ankle. So again, keep checking in with your body, pressing your hips forward, pressing your heart forward. And then slowly release. Inhale, lengthen that arm up. Exhale, come all the way through. Top arm's going to be forward, up towards the ceiling, or wrap it around. Keep connecting with your breath. And then make your way to the other side. Starting with spinal balance. Sorry, I have to switch around. I forgot what. Okay, right arm is forward, left leg back. Pause here. Nice, slow, steady breath. Keep pressing through your heel, toes towards you. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to extend. So move with your breath. Last one. Lower your hand down. Keep that leg lifted. Bring it across, little tap, up and over, tap. And you can even bring it all the way to the side if you like. I just don't have as much room. You just want to keep the hips facing the earth. So working within your own body, using those glutes. The next time you come over, we're going to lower down a little bit. Option to come right onto your forearms. I like to stay up onto my toes. Inviting a little breath here. And then make your way back through center. This time we're going to root through the left arm. Extend your right arm up, coming into modified side plank. Let's do those arm circles first. Exhale as the arm comes down. Inhale up. Nice slow rhythmic movement with your breath. The next time your arm comes up, lift that top leg up. Option to stay here or grab on to your ankle, top of your foot, press your hips forward, shine your heart forward, coming into a nice back bend. Keep checking in. Does this feel good in your body? Honor that. You want to keep strength and length into the spine here. And then slowly release. Lower that knee down. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, gently thread it through. Soften here. Pause. Sinking into it. Beautiful. The next time you come up, curl your toes under, press back into downward facing dog. You can pedal it out if you like, gently bending one leg and the other, creating little space into the spine. We'll inhale, come forward into plank, lower onto the knees, and lower all the way towards the earth. Coming into baby cobra here. So elbows are facing the feet, root through the tops of your feet. Inhale to rise up, exhale to lower. I can't go very deep right now because of baby. So follow your breath. We're doing 3 of these. Inhale to come up, exhale to lower. The next time, inhale, press up in tabletop, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Nice, slow, steady breath here. You want to be looking towards your legs, softness into your shoulders. We're going to start to walk the hands and the feet together, coming right into forward fold. Beautiful. Invite a little bit of movement into the hips, into the head. Maybe even a cleansing breath. Gonna root into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale to your heart. I'm just gonna give a little adjustment to the video so my head isn't cut off. Sorry about that. Awesome. So we're in standing now. Make sure you grab something to roll your feet out with and your blocks. One block, 2 block. Something to roll your feet out with, so that can go on the ground. And we'll start by rolling our feet. One at a time. Halfway through practice, take a moment, connect to your feet, to the earth. To maybe a little bit of heat you've built up already in your body. Maybe even a little bit of space you've created. And then let's come off that one. Pause in Tadasana, soften here. And then let's explore the other one. So rolling from the toes all the way into the heel. Nice here. Little ring in the center, ringing, pressing the foot back and forth. And then let's step on, if you have a dowel, step onto your dowel. If not, do not step onto your ball. And then invite a little bit of bending through the legs. Beautiful, come off. That can go to the side, we no longer need that. And then coming towards the front of your mat or the front of the area you're practicing on. Okay, we're gonna step back with our left foot coming into crescent lunge. Hips are facing forward. Body is facing forward. Arms come up, soften. We're gonna come into a side stretch here. So holding on to one wrist, exhale, bringing it over to the side. Inhale back through center, exhale other side. Inhale back through center. Arms are open again. Exhale to cactus them down, shine your heart open. Inhale to reach, exhale. Beautiful. Exhale, turn the back foot coming right into warrior two. So lining that heel up with your back arch, pausing here. We're going to invite some movement as well. Inhale, straighten your front leg, bring your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, extend them. Reaching that front leg forward. Move with your breath. Stay nice and rooted, connected into the earth. The next time you extend, pause. Back arm is going to come over top. Should be your left arm is over top of your right, giving yourself a hug. Pause here. Notice if you want to stay here, come into eagle arms. If you've never come into eagle arms or it does not feel comfortable in your body, just keep giving yourself a hug. Soften the shoulders down and then look towards the back foot. And slowly release, extend the arms, turn your palm, peaceful warrior. Inhale back into warrior two. Find your block, placing it towards the front. Start to straighten your front leg. Hinge forward, triangle, Trikhanasana. Extend that top leg, top arm up. From here, bend your front leg, inhale to come back up in to warrior two. We're going to come into reverse triangle. So take that back foot, draw it forward. So just a little step forward. I'll demonstrate in both directions. Block is going to come into the opposite hand. So it's almost like you're in warrior one legs, except for that front leg is straight. So you want the hips facing forward. We're going to extend, reaching forward with our block. As you exhale, that block's going to come to the inside of your front foot. Root down into it. So this is a twist. Draw the front hip back. And then reach your opposite arm up. Try to keep rooting into the back foot. Creating space into both sides of your body. Take that top hand, bring it down, coming into pyramid. So option to give it a little bit shorter of a stance. Often I like that in my body. Drawing the front hip back, softening into the shoulders. Nice, slow, steady breath here. And then look forward. One hand is going to come onto one block, and you can also use a chair for this. Other hand on the other block. Coming into Vir Bhadrasana 3. So extend your back leg up. Notice if the spine is rounded. Try to keep it nice and long and strong. Toes towards your face. Long spine. Draw the knee in. Extend it out. The next time you extend it out, option to come a little bit lower, maybe even all the way towards the ground, coming into standing splits. And then we'll slowly bring that leg down, lowering your back knee down, coming right into low lunge. Invite a little movement, if you like, into the hips first. And then we're going to root through that front leg. Inhale, draw the body up, clasp your hands, shine your heart forward. Gently release, taking your left hand either on a block or right on the ground, and then reach your right arm up, coming into a twist here. And slowly bring that right hand down. Find your blocks, coming all the way back into half splits. Soften the shoulders, toes up towards the ceiling, drawing the front hip back. Nice, slow, steady breath here. And as you inhale, gently come forward. Root down, curl the back toes under, step back into downward facing dog. So I'm going to give a few different options here. Option to stay in downward facing dog. Come into child's pose if you need a break, or move through a flow. I'm going to move through a flow, lowering all the way down. Inhaling to come up into Cobra or upward dog. I'm demonstrating upward dog. And then exhale, I'm going to come into child's pose. You can also come into downward facing dog. Soften here. 3 breaths. Your next inhale, come up into tabletop, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Looking forward, hop, step, or jump your body forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, arms overhead. Beautiful. Exhale right to your heart space. Nice, slow, steady breath here. Maybe even noticing if you feel a little bit of warmth or heat moving through your body. We're going to come into that flow on the other side. So I'm just moving my blocks first. coming to the front of your mat or the front of the area you're practicing. Right foot's going to come back. Crescent lunge, hips are forward. Soften here. Inhale, holding on to one wrist. Exhale, lateral stretch. Inhale, back through center. Exhale. Inhale, back through center. Open your arms. Exhale, cactus. Gently shining your heart forward. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. This time, exhale. Turn your back foot. Coming into warrior two. Pause here. We're going to inhale. Exhale the cactus and reach out. Inhale. Straighten that front leg. Arms come up. Moving with your breath. I like to imagine I turn my palms up like I'm scooping the air up. The next time you extend, pause here. Back arm, so that's right arm's going to come over top. Give your body a hug. Breathe into that. Option to stay here or come into eagle arms. And slowly look towards the back foot. And gently come back through center. Open your arms. Turn your palm, peaceful warrior, looking towards the back foot. Inhale to come back through center. Grab one of your blocks to the inside of that front foot. Straightening your leg, we're going to come into Trikhanasana. Hinge your body forward. Gently find your block. Extend that top arm. Shining, opening through your heart. Angling your tailbone towards your back heel. And I just bent my front leg, so that front leg can be bent if you prefer. We're going to bend it as we come up. So bend it, press into your heel, nice and active into the core. Draw your body up. That back foot is going to come forward. I'm going to demonstrate this in this plane, in this direction this time. So we're coming into reverse triangle, reverse Trikhanasana. So we're placing the block into our opposite hand. You're going to hinge your body forward, like you're reaching forward. That block is going to come onto the inside of your front foot. Draw that front hip back, root down, and then reach that top arm back. You can even see when I reach that, that hip comes back. Then I'm going to do a little adjustment, draw it back again. Try to really root through that back foot, creating space. Lowering your top arm down, finding your block, coming right into pyramid pose. Soften your shoulders. Try to invite your breath right into the back of your lungs, back of your heart. Finding your other block, or you can use a piece of furniture. We're going to step forward right into Vir Bhadrasana 3. Notice if your hips are opening. Try to keep the hips facing the earth. Nice long spine. Exhale, leg in, press it out. Moving with your breath. Nice slow rhythmic movement. The next time you extend, we're going to lower all the way down into standing splits. Pause here. Slowly bring that back foot down. Come all the way down. Give your hips a little movement first. I'm going to root through that front leg. Inhale to come up. You can even use your thigh to bring yourself up. Clasp your hands behind your back, soften into your shoulders. Shine your heart forward. Slowly release. Right hand's going to come onto the inside of that left foot, and then reach your left arm up. Lower down. You can find your blocks again. Bring them back with you. Coming right into half splits. Check in with that front hip. Try to draw it back. Soften into your shoulders. Nice, slow, steady breath here. On your next inhale, gently come forward. Now root your hands down, curl your back toes under. Step back into downward facing dog. Same option here. Stay in downward dog, move through a flow, or come into child's pose. I'm choosing to stay in downward dog. Taking a few breaths. And then gently looking forward. Step forward. Root down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale to your heart. Pausing here. Nice, slow, steady breath. I'm going to come into one more standing pose before we make our way down. So grab your block. You can also use a pillow, placing it right in between the legs. I'm going to come into chair pose. So we're just activating into the pelvic floor, the core, and the quads. So slowly start to bring your hips back, soften into your shoulders, nice and strong in your core and your quads. And then from here, we're going to bring the arms forward and invite a little bit of movement through the upper body with our breath. So inhale, arms come up, exhale, lower them down. Inhale and exhale. Keep moving with your breath. And then start to explore alternating arms. Keeping the lower body nice and strong. And then notice what feels better in your body. Same arms or alternating. And then root down, rise up. Take that out. Take a nice big wide stance. Coming into wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to draw your body forward. Soften into your shoulders. Nice long spine. Slow, steady breath. Invite a little movement through your head and neck if you like. Maybe even into your hips. I'm going to start to bring ourselves down. So rotating towards your front foot, rooting down, step back into downward facing dog, lowering right onto your knees, hips towards your heels, coming into child's pose, soften here, back towards the earth. Nice, slow, steady breath. And on your next inhale, bringing yourself up. We're going to come into a twist here. a seated twist. Let's extend our right leg, our left leg. Right leg's going to come over top. Nice long spine. Wrapping the opposite arm around, soften your shoulders, and then gently look either towards the side or the back. Trying to keep a nice long spine. And then come all the way back through center, little counter twist. Beautiful, come back. Let's switch to the other side. Right leg comes out, left leg up and over, wrapping your arm around. Inhale to lengthen up, exhale to twist. And you may want to twist all the way towards the back. And keep checking in with your body. Inhale, come all the way back through center. Exhale, little counter twist. Draw the bottoms of the feet together, coming into butterfly or cobbler. Exhale, soften into the shoulders and gently draw your body forward. One more full breath here. And as you inhale, come up. Legs are going to come together. Inhale to lengthen up through your spine. And then make your way into seated posture. We're going to do a pranayama and then come on to our backs for a final pose. Final pose before Shavasana. So coming into a comfortable seat. This pranayama, this breathing practice is called Kapalabhati or breath of fire. So it can, if we're feeling stale or stagnant, I can't do it because I'm pregnant, very strong. So I'm going to be doing it a lot slower. You can also do it slower. I was taught many different ways to do this breathing practice. And if it makes you feel dizzy or nauseous or lightheaded, any kind of pranayama, stop it. So you want to find a tall spine. And then with the exhale, you might not be able to see. Oh yeah, you can see with my hand here. With the exhale, there's a pumping in of the belly. Okay, the inhale is natural. We're going to do a round of 10 and a round of 20. So just 2 rounds. Often I'll do a round of 30, sometimes 40, all the way up to 50. So today we're just going to do 2 rounds, especially if it's something that you haven't done before. So take a cleansing breath first. Inhale through the nose. Breathe it out through the mouth. And then come into your practice. That was 10. You can soften and release. Notice how you feel. My claps are not super fast, so that's the pace we're trying to meet. Let's try 20. Inhale, exhale it out the mouth. Take a moment here. Notice how you feel. I can tell in my body that is more than enough for my body. And we're going to come into a supported fish. If you have a bolster, you may want to use a bolster. If you don't have blocks, pillows or blankets work amazing too. Okay. Sorry, Sierra, you need to move. So if you do have 2 blocks, I'm going to demonstrate on the 2 blocks as well as my little thing here. So you want one laying flat, and then the other one is going to be up to support your head, and this is your spine. If you have a smaller torso, you may also want this one this way. So take your time to make sure you can find comfort in this. We will stay here for a minute. Okay. So I'll demonstrate this one first, and then I'll demonstrate this one, because I don't need to stay here. So right over the spine, you can see my shoulder blades are in the perfect spot. I just had to give my hips a little adjustment. They're not on the block. They're just over top so they can soften into it. Palms are up. This feels very glorious in my body. So just check in, make sure you can have a nice open, full breath. If the block feels like it's too hard for your body, I love it for mine, you may want to use a pillow. Palms are up. I'm going to demonstrate with a pillow. I think we might need to have that down a little lower. So you'll have the pillow right at the low back area. Oh no, I need it up too. And then it's kind of supporting your whole back here. This can also be a bolster. Actually, this feels amazing too. I'm just coming into whatever one feels better in your body. We'll take a few more breaths here because we've been here for a minute already. So let's take 3 more breaths. And then as you come up, arms are going to come down, gently press yourself up, placing your props to the side, and then make your way onto your back, all the way onto your back. Knees are going to come in, little gentle rock. Lower your feet down, coming into some windshield wiper legs, gently moving the legs from side to side. And then come back through center. We're going to arrive in Shavasana here. So notice if you need any other movement. Kapha has the smallest Shavasana. So Vata, you want a longer, Pitta in the middle, and Kapha, a shorter one. So we're just going to stay in Shavasana for about 2 minutes. Option to keep the legs bent. And again, it's your practice. If you want to stay longer, you are welcome to. Hands can be on the body if you want, or beside you. Eyes closed. And then connect back into the elements of Kapha, earth. Feel the earth beneath you, holding you, supporting you. Feel the water moving through your body. And then maybe even noticing if you've created a little bit more warmth in your body since the beginning of practice. Maybe you feel like there's a little bit more space. Maybe even some more movement. And then slowly start to invite some movement, wiggling the fingers and toes, rubbing your hands together, and placing them somewhere on your body. Take a moment here, repeating your Sankalpa from our practice from this past month, allowing it to sink and settle into all of your cells. And then slowly letting that go. Start to invite some movement into your body, maybe a twist, a stretch, anything at all. And then bring yourself up into seated, and we'll end practice together. So nice long spine, tall spine. Hands can either come onto the legs or an Anjali mudra right at your heart space. Connecting into your heart, bowing head towards, connecting qualities of the mind with qualities of our hearts. Love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and acceptance. Knowing we are whole and complete exactly as we are, honoring the love and light, honoring the ether, air, fire, water, and earth within us all. Namaste. Have a fabulous day, and hope your kapha feels a little more balanced.